Hello learners, and welcome back to CPDLF. I want to welcome previous learners, new learners to me, and new learners to CPDLF in general. So hopefully everyone had a nice relaxing summer, whatever you like to do, whether it's water, swimming, running, fishing, reading, relaxing, whatever it is. I found these pictures of some summer fun. I just like this little boy here because he's not giving up. He's determined to get into that water and kind of wipes out there, but kind of shows a little bit of determination, which is what you need in school. You need to, have that goal, and his goal is getting into that ocean and not giving up there. And we see the little squirrel there. I thought that was cute, doing a little water skiing. I just wanted to give you a little introduction to myself. I've had some of you before, which is wonderful. I love having previous students back. Some of you, like I said, are new to CPDLF, and some of you are new to me. But I started teaching here in 2004, which is absolutely crazy. So it was one of my first teaching jobs. I was part-time up until almost 2 years ago. So in December of 2016, I came here full time. So it was a great career choice. I'm right next door to my son who goes to Foot of 10. Actually, both my sons are going to go to Foot of 10 this year. I have a little guy going into kindergarten, another one in third grade. And I have a husband named Chris. So that is my story. I do like to try to get to the gym and work out. I like to read. I love to swim. So those are kind of my summer activities. And this is a picture of me actually at the beach this year. So that was my summer fun. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys some important information, sort of review it with you. But please remember, I have some of you for ConnectU, some of you I don't, but just make sure that you know it runs Wednesday to Tuesday. We're not giving credit for late assignments this year. And instructors launches, which you will have me for the history, run Monday to Friday. And again, you need to get it done by the next week, okay? So it needs to get done. You have an entire week to do it, and they're usually not that long. Just make sure you check out the new format in Google Classroom. There's no longer that first page that shows up with your assignment. You actually have to go to the Classroom tab at the top. Make sure you're checking the school calendar for regular updates, like the parent engagement night or the end of the marking period. Everything's on there. Learning labs we post. Check-ins are on Tuesdays, and that's also a good time to get a hold of me. I know some of you are my actual learners that I will be calling on Tuesday, but if you're having problems with a specific skill or something in my social studies classroom, you could also get a hold of me on Tuesdays, and I'm going to have some office hours this week as well. But that's usually when I'm at my desk making phone calls, so you could always send me a hangout, which we'll get to in a little bit, ways to contact me. And if you ever need help with history and just want to come in for a learning lab, we have those Mondays and Thursdays from 1 to 3 as well, starting September 6th. Okay, so you might be asking, how do I contact my social studies teacher? So you can email me at hjancola@cpdlf.org. You can send me a hangout. You can call me, and my extension is 106. And I'm also going to try something called Google Voice this year. So Google Voice gave me this phone number. So if you want to try to text me at that, just make sure you state your name the first time so that I know who you are. And then you can ask the question, and then I can save your phone number in case I have a question for you. Let's face it, most of us text now. Lots of people don't even ever really pick up a phone, and sometimes I get annoyed when people actually call me. I'd rather get a text. So I know that's how it works. So if you have a longer question and want to email it to me, that's a little bit too much for a text, or if you just want to call it, a couple of learners last year that really just felt like calling was better because it was kind of a long question. Okay, so what are you going to do now? You're going to make sure you're checking your email for me. I might be sending you emails. You're going to be going into my Google Classroom. You're going to complete your assignment each week for me, and you're going to go into your courses and you're going to begin your work for me. And if you have problems, you're going to reach out for help. And that's how you're going to succeed here at CPDLF. Now, I just made a general one. I do teach 4 different social studies classes, but for the sake of saving a little bit of time, what I did was If you have Odysseyware, this is just one of the history classes. It's very similar if you've used it last year. You'll just get into, this is History Foundations to Reconstruction. You can get in, you can click, the assignments that you're supposed to be working on. If you're in Odysseyware, you're making 3% progress per week. And I'm going to try to come out with a pace chart here in the next week or two, but just make sure it's usually generally 3 to 5 assignments a week, sometimes less, depending on what's going on here. Okay, so if you are in the SLP, then you can get in. I have the medieval history, I have modern world too. You can get into them. So here's the medieval history. You click on the first project here. You can read through it and go into the focus area, look through the resources, and that's going to help you. It looks a little different than last year. You click on this and you're going to see your checkpoints and you will complete them. Okay, and then the resources and lots of good stuff in here. So like I said, it is a little bit different than last year, but if you work your way through it, you're going to be fine. And I'm going to set up some due dates for this as well. Okay, but you're going to want to get in here. You're going to want to start looking, like I said, at the focus area, and you can then start working on the various checkpoints. Modern World 2. You can go in, click on the Treaty of Versailles. Again, you have your checkpoints on the side. It talks about what the project's about and your focus area as well. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, but make sure you're putting in the time, you're getting the stuff done. Like I said, I will be coming out with some pace charts. I just have not had time to do so. The beginning of the year is a little crazy for us. So anyway, like I said, reach out to me, reach out to your other instructors as well, reach out to Learning Guides. We're all here to help you have a successful school year. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.